interesting the way you started off the meeting with the warning, which we usually hear. It gives me immense pleasure to talk about last week's meeting. When we talk about MOM, we only do an MOM for our regular meetings. And here, while I was doing the MOM for last week's meeting, which was the ISE workshop, I literally happened to relive the entire experience. And that is when I realized what the MOM does to people who probably miss a particular opportunity. With that, last week, that is the 12th of December, we had the ISE workshop, started at 9 o'clock, and it was presided by our President, Distinguished Toastmaster Satish Kumar. The trainers were Distinguished Toastmaster Jayan Narayanan and myself. The workshop started at 9 o'clock and it ended by about 12:45 with content covered where the components of a script, we looked at the structure of a script, how to use sensory language to connect with the audience. We also had two people sharing their views and we indulged with them and called them our guinea pigs. And that was Toastmaster Shankar, who spoke about the sambar and the idli sambar of Ratna Cafe, and Toastmaster Puneet, who spoke about how he wanted to be a sports person but ended up succeeding in the field that he was interested in. Once we finished the 360 feedback with these two speeches, we went on to do an analysis of the first runner-up of the World Championship of Public Speaking. We could have done an analysis of the winner, but what would the winner teach? There's always the person who's not made it to the top, who has a lot of learnings that we could take away. And in usual Jain style, there is always one quick little dessert which you never expected, and that was the scamper technique which he offered. He gave that technique as a last minute input, made us curious enough to go do a lot of research. And once you've done that research, we would go ahead and implement the knowledge into our script writing process. Once we were done with the ISE workshop, we had a few club businesses discussed on the floor. The first business that was announced was the upcoming 100th milestone meeting of Meraki. And then we had three amazing announcements made. The first one was Distinguished Toastmaster Satish Kumar had successfully completed his level 3, 4, and 5 of effective coaching. Distinguished Toastmaster Vijay Lakshmi had successfully completed her second path, that was leadership development, and Distinguished Toastmaster Sundaraman had successfully completed his level 4 of effective coaching. Not just one level completion, we had 3 level completions, and these completions have put us on the map where we are on the verge of not having one. Though this is not technically recognized, we are going to be having 3 double DTMs. And the uniqueness of these double DTMs are they are a DTM in the traditional path and they will become the DTMs in a pathways role. And this is a first for our, at least for District 120. I promise I'll do some research with the other regions and other districts and get back to you next time to confirm whether this is a first for Toastmasters International or it's a first for District 120. With that, I hope we make sure we attend all meetings and take away the maximum from each opportunity that we